Welcome back to Vintage Guitar Legacies. I'm your host, Sarah James, and today we're here at N Stuff Music in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, featuring this 1932 Gibson L-00. Let's dig in. Today, we're showcasing a truly remarkable vintage instrument, this 1932 Gibson 12-fret L-00 tuxedo guitar. Yes, this very guitar is over 90 years old. Very few have survived because of its intentionally light build. One of my songwriter heroes, Rodney Crowell, has one, which is his go-to guitar, and because of him, I have been on the search for this one for quite some time. In the late 1920s, Gibson introduced the L-00 model, renowned for its smaller body size and unique tonal characteristics, and was designed by Lloyd Loar, who also designed a Gibson L5 guitar. By 1932, the L-00 had undergone several iterations, culminating in this distinctive tuxedo model, named for its striking black finish on the top, sides, and back, contrasted with a white pickguard. This one is an unusually great shape for its age, having very little done to it to maintain its condition and its playability. A neck set and a true vintage correct refret, but a new bone saddle, but retaining its original ebony nut. And yes, these are the original tuners. Constructed with a solid spruce top and mahogany back and sides, the 32 L-00 produces a warm, balanced, and sweet tone with a surprising amount of volume and projections for its size. The 1932 Gibson L-00 tuxedo model is revered as a top-level collector's item and a symbol of Gibson's early mastery in acoustic guitar design. Today, I'm very excited to have Pittsburgh guitarist Jimmy Adler with me to demo and discuss this exceptional 1932 Gibson L-00. Let's check it out. Jimmy Adler.
Hi.
Wow, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What a treat. I mean, just listening to you work is incredible. You've been playing the blues and guitar for a long time, haven't you?
Yes, and thank you for inviting me. I never thought I'd ever touch an old 1932 Gibson 00.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Hard to believe it's 92 years old.
Yeah, yeah. It plays really well, and it's in great shape.
How is it that you were familiar with it? Is it that legendary?
Well, you know, I have a small acoustic guitar. I play primarily electrics, but I've admired all genres of music. And Rodney Crowell is a great singer-songwriter, guitarist that has one of these. And I learned about it through studying him and seeing his videos and stuff. And he talked so much about it. And I thought, boy, that's a cool-looking guitar. And the small body and everything. I said, I really would love to.
It's so resonant.
See one of those.
And so you remarked on how light it really is.
Yeah, what surprised me the most picking it up was just really unbelievably how light it is.
Yeah.
The lightest guitar I think I've ever picked up. I was surprised by that. Mm-hmm. But it seemed to project really well. Mm-hmm. You know.
It's amazing they survived. You know.
Yes.
I think that's one reason why there's so few, because they were so lightly built on purpose.
Yeah, it seems like it's be very fragile, very delicate. I mean, if it was leaning on a kitchen wall or somewhere and went down, I don't know how durable it is. Obviously, it's withstood 92 years.
Yeah.
But yes, very, very delicate, very precious, and just a beautiful, beautiful instrument.
So this is a 12 fret. You had a chance to play this, and also played 14 fret.
Yes.
That we had also. How do you feel about the comparison? One is a Murphy Labs. It's a newer development from Gibson. So one's new and one's old. How would you compare them?
I played this one first, so I mean, it kind of struck me as really being so special, and it just felt just right. So the other one was also very, very nice. Did seem slightly heavier, and so you're right. So this is a 14 fret.
Yes.
Okay, so then it goes down a little farther. Yeah, it seems slightly heavier, but I mean a very close approximation of what the 1932 is.
Yeah.
This is lighter. This is. When will I ever see or touch one of these again? Okay, if you can get one of these, this is great. But this is really special.
Yeah, this is a legacy instrument here, and I really admire Gibson for bringing these out. Again, they've done the J45, they've done a J200 from the 50s, and I think their goal has been to provide these and present them to a new generation.
Yeah.
Because these are disappearing.
Yeah.
I'm really so blown away to actually own it.
No, I think it's cool that they do reproduce these older instruments, right? Like one of my oldest instruments, I have a couple of acoustic guitars from the 1950s, or archtop guitars from the 1950s. But this is really special. Yeah, that's a special
47.
looking. That looks really cool.
Yeah. That belongs to end stuff music.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 1947?
47, yeah.
Okay. I think it was a real honor and pleasure to be able to play this thing, and the other one as well. So I just really appreciate the opportunity.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Absolutely. So when you pick up a guitar, how does it speak to you? Because you obviously went right to that genre, and when you pick up a guitar, how does it speak to you?
I don't know. I think for me is the way it feels. And a lot of times all my life, I never would really even need to plug an instrument in, like if I'm in a store, even if it's an electric, because for me it's how it feels in my hands. And this felt and feels just really nice. And the lightness, I can't express that. I mean, if one ever has an opportunity, this is just... It just feels really good, and probably consciously, I would say probably more subconsciously, that kind of playing came out.
Comes out.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I mean, a 1932 guitar, who would be playing one of those? What kind of style? Yeah. And so that led me to try to emulate kind of like a Robert Johnson-esque thing. I mean, I'm not able to really replicate his style, but it just kind of spoke to me that way. You know?
I heard it. I heard that come out. Yeah, that's cool. Jimmy, thanks so much. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you stopped by and played this instrument and the other one.
It was an honor to be able to do so.
Yeah, it's my desire to present these instruments to folks who may never have a chance to experience or hear it, and you're part of it. So I'm very grateful.
I appreciate it. You're welcome, and thank you.
Last question to you is, where are you playing tonight? Because I want to be there.
Yeah, I don't primarily perform with an acoustic guitar. But as I said, I'd play old archtop 1950 guitars, and I play with a band, a trio, or horns. And I'm playing soon at a place in Swickley, the Swickley Hotel.
It's in Pittsburgh, right?
It's in Swickley, just outside of Pittsburgh. Moondog's legendary club in Pittsburgh, which is just very close to here. And I play different places in and around the Pittsburgh area.
How do we find you? How do we find there?
JimmyAdler.com. Actually, JimmyAdler.com will give you all that you need to know. And just got these hot off the press. Look at these babies. Woo!
Ooh, wow,
look at that.
Ah.
Just go to JimmyAdler.com. All the blues you need. Now that's I don't know if I can speak about
I was looking at the guitar in your photos.
Yeah, that's like a 19.
Harmony, right?
That's a harmony. Yeah. an arch top that somebody put a pickup in, but we're here to talk about the Gibson. But Jimmy Adler.
There's a Harmony Rocket right here, so you're good company.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, great
All
guitarist.
right, great.
JimmyAdler.com. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy Adler, for joining us today, as well as N Stuff Music in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Be sure to follow them on all of their social platforms, as well as their YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, follow, and subscribe for more episodes. Check Jimmy out, JimmyAdler.com, and we will see you next time on another episode of Vintage Guitar Legacies.